UFC 315 is officially over. It has been around 20 hours since then. And I must say, the card was amazing. The first fight of the night was crazy. That uppercut, slip, jab. This is you rolling, rolling. No, but seriously, that card was pretty good. Um, there was a bunch of bangers. There were submissions. There were finishes. The freaking early prelims were crazy good. The striking displays were good. Also, by the way, I'm sick, so if you hear me sniffling and breathing really loud, it's because my nose is really stuffed and I can't really breathe out of it. So if you hear a lot of mouth breathing, just bear with me. The card was amazing. A lot of people, including myself, were hating on this card. I had no expectations. I thought it was going to be boring. The only reason I was looking forward to this card is because of Belal, Islam, and Ilia, the whole situation. And as you can see right here, last night, unfortunately, my Chicago King, Belal Muhammad, took the L. He took the L. Australia has another champion, Jack Della Maddalena, defeats Belal Muhammad by unanimous decision to become the new welterweight champion of the world. And let's just give a moment of silence to my hometown hero, Belal Muhammad. Dana White said that Belal Muhammad left with a split lip, broken nose, and orbital after his fight at UFC 315. I don't know why I said orbital like that, but UFC 315. He stood and traded with one of the best boxers in the UFC and gave us a special performance. I better not hear anybody hate on this dude, Belal, okay? I don't care if it was only entertaining because Jack Della Maddalena. I don't care if it was only entertaining because JDM was stuffing all his takedowns. He stood there. He was training. He was taking the shots on the chin. You see this dude with this big ass head. He was taking them shots on the forehead, on the chin, on the nose, on the lip, on the freaking cheeks, everything, okay? Belal is not a born fighter. He's a funny dude. He's a cool guy, and I would die on that grave. I would die on that hill. Put that on my grave. Number one Belal Muhammad fan, because this guy is, dude. The whole point of this video is me ranting about how bad UFC is, and I'm already getting ticked off. Okay, the UFC has the worst fan bases in the world. They hate on a guy like Belal. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not. Let me calm down. Okay, I'm not just biased because Belal is from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm also from Illinois. Okay. I'm not just biased. This guy, he had an entertaining fight against Leon. He dunked him on his head. He literally baptized Leon like 3 times. He was striking. He doesn't finish fights, but you don't need a finish to be entertaining. You don't need to be an Alex Pereira. You don't need to be a freaking Ilia Topuria to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You could be a Belal Muhammad and still be entertaining. And people hate on him, but I'm not gonna stand here and say he's up there with Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler, but he's not a boring fighter. Okay, a boring fighter is someone like Valentina Shevchenko last night. That fight was I already knew that fight was going to be so boring. I set an alarm. I set a 30-minute alarm because I knew it was going to decision. I set a 30-minute alarm, and I took a nap. I took a nap because I was so sleepy, and I was like, dude, I'm not even going to bother watching. It's going to be boring. It's going to go to decision, and Shevchenko is going to win. And that's exactly what happened. I haven't looked at highlights. I didn't even watch the post-fight interview. I don't care because it's boring, okay? I watched the Alexa Grasso fight. That one, not the most entertaining, but it's not the worst either. It's not the Shevchenko fight. I had my headphones on. I didn't hear oh, she's hurt. Oh, or anything like that. Okay, the Alexa Grasso fight, and I'm not a woman hater, okay, because a lot of people think like the MMA fan base, like, oh, the I guess the stigma is that like women fighters are just boring and they're like every guy just hates women or whatever. I don't know, right? No, okay, but it's just boring, Shevchenko. Okay, but let me get back to it. Gotta give Belal respect. He gave us such a good fight, an entertaining fight. The card was amazing. The main event was amazing. Shout out to JDM. Okay. I'll admit I was a little bit biased because I really wanted to see Topuria vs. Islam. I really wanted Belal to take it home to Chicago. I really wanted to see him, but that fight was entertaining. JDM showed levels, okay? And I've been seeing comments on here saying how ass is Leon Edwards, and Leon, I think he's done for. Obviously, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, right? What do I have here? All right. And then shout out to Belal Muhammad, bro. Y'all need to stop hating on him or else it's going to get wicked. I'm really going to do something about it. Okay, and shout out to Jack Della Maddalena. Have two Australian champions now. They're gonna go to Australia. JDM versus Islam. Also, the JDM and Islam fight, bro. Islam is going to be in the blue corner, bro. Isn't that crazy? Like, I know it's just standard because he's going up and JDM's the champ, but like, Islam in the blue corner is just wild, honestly. But JDM versus Islam, Volk versus uh Movsar Evloev in Perth, Australia. I hope they make that. I hope they make that card. I hope they take it to Australia. That fight would be crazy. A lot of people are saying Volk can't be a co-main event. He was the co-main under Izzy. He'll be the co-main under Islam Makhachev. Come on now. Especially if he's fighting Movsar Evloev. Like, honestly, it doesn't even matter who he fights. He's going to be the co-main. There's no one excited in that division for Volk right now. So, yeah. I hope they take it to Australia. But not before they bring UFC to Chicago in August, because I really, really need that. I really need that. Shout out to Belal Muhammad. The card was amazing, right? I'm done with the card last night. Now let's go to the post-fight presser. Where is Dana White? Looks like Dana White is not attending the post-UFC 350 press conference. Who the fuck? Dude, who is this dude, bro? The co-CEO of travel organizations, promotions. I don't know who this dude is, bro. I don't know, and I don't care. Where is Dana? And then, oh my gosh, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. Dana White, bro. And I sound like a broken record because everybody is saying this, bro. But the UFC is so bad. It's so bad. I feel like everybody had expectations of the UFC being good this year, and it's just not it. It's just not it. Like, it's not it, bro. The only card that was good was 314. The Volk Miami card. That fight was good, bro. That fight was good. And oh my gosh, let me see. And then this dude gets on here. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna do the impersonation. I forgot how he sounds like, but all I heard was him say. Reporter was like, yeah. So, do you have any by any chance, do you have any international fight week news? And he's like, yeah, that's not my job. I don't know, bro. Oh my gosh, that's the only reason everybody cared about the press conference. First, you don't see Dana White. I'm like, okay, that's fine. No Dana. This guy's probably gonna announce something. He's just talking about friggin'. He might as well just been up there talking about analytics or whatever. Nobody cares about, bro. Cause why is this happening to the UFC? Why? I just don't get it, bro. I'm so pissed off. I don't even know what to think right now. Oh my god. And this is not even the worst of it yet. I still have 3 tabs left to go to, and as you can see, Charles is right there, and I'm sorry to all the Charles fans, but just bear with me. Okay. Dana White is not attending the post UFC press conference. Oh man. Jeez Louise, bro. Like, what is Dana doing, bro? We're going to have to wait until Tuesday. Tuesday's going to come, and he's not going to announce anything. Dude, we're 6 weeks out, and we still don't have the main event. Topuria versus Charles, that fight is official, but is that the main event? Is that the main event for International Fight Week? What's the co-main? Like, it's just not looking good, dude, okay? Whatever, forget about that. Ilia Topuria went off against Charles at UFC 317 with Islam moving up. Charles does not deserve this fight, and dude, this is what I was saying at the start with the hive mind UFC fans, the hive mind MMA fans that hate on my king Belal. They hate on my king Belal, and they listen. I understand the Charles love. I understand it, but Charles Oliveira, dude, just pissing me off, bro. Charles Oliveira getting the interim, the number 1 contender spot, the undisputed belt, the undisputed lightweight belt, whatever the case may be. He's getting that belt opportunity after pulling out like 2 or 3 times. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 2 times. After pulling out 2 times and then beating a Michael Chandler that's 2-4 in the UFC. And he's on a losing streak. And they went to decision. He almost got knocked out. Why is he getting this shot after almost getting knocked out? We, as a fans, want Armin Sarukian. I only know one person who wants to see Charles fight Ilia. The only people who want to see Charles fight Ilia are just they're just gay. That's honestly it. They're just gay. Nobody wants to see that, dude. Hold on, give me a second. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, my voice just got like crazy. This sucks. No one wants this. Charles for the win. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants this, and the majority of people that you'll see on Twitter, you'll see on Instagram, you'll see on YouTube, social media, they're gonna say nobody wants to see Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. But trust me, there are a bunch of people, a bunch of Oliveira defenders that want to see this fight, a bunch of people that think he deserves this. A bunch of people, look, right now, you see all of this, but then if you say, I think Armin deserves a shot. Oh, but Armin pulled out against his fight. That's not, he doesn't deserve it. Charles pulled out against Islam freaking 2 times, and he pulled out against Islam 2 times. He beat a losing streak, Michael Chandler, and all of a sudden it's okay because it's Charles and everyone loves him. I don't understand. I don't get it. This fight sucks. Let's look right here. He fights Justin Gaethje. He gets a title shot. He loses. He beats Dariush. Okay. He loses to Armin Tsarukyan. Then he beats Michael Chandler. How is he getting a shot over the #1 contender who he lost to? They just hate Armin. I understand he pulled out 24 hours before the event. What does that matter? Charles Oliveira pulled out 2 times. He almost ruined 2 events. And, oh my gosh, that sounds like a broken record. I just don't get it. Nobody wants to see this fight except the freaking dick riders. Topuria versus Islam is the fight we want. That was going to save the UFC. It was going to save this terrible year. The only bright side of this, now knowing that we won't get Islam versus Ilia, is a JDM versus Islam. Okay, that fight is going to be good. I'm super excited for that fight, especially after the performance JDM had. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say, but Ilia versus Islam, that's what we all wanted. Islam versus Ilia, that's what we all wanted. If Islam lost, he could have gone up, beat JD and fought JDM. If Topuria lost, he could have fought Charles, right? Or freaking Paddy Pimblett. Okay? Okay, and now let's look at this. Seriously, this is an insane fight. Although I'm afraid that Charles gets hit too easy, but I want to see if Ilia Power can truly transfer to lightweight. Paddy should be fighting Charles though. Paddy gets the winner or is fighting Gaethje. Far better matchup for him than Charles. You do realize the winner of Charles versus Ilia is an internal channel brand. Why are they saying Paddy gets the winner of Charles versus Ilia? Okay, I mean it makes sense though. They're giving Charles a title shot after beating freaking Michael Chandler and losing to the #1 contender, getting submitted or not submitted, sorry, but losing to the #1 contender, right? It's fine though, but dude, this is what I'm saying, bro. It's just stupid people. Like, why is Paddy getting the winner? Paddy should have fought. Paddy should have fought Charles Oliveira. Okay, and first of all, Paddy had a better performance against Michael Chandler than Charles did. So if we're giving champ title fights to people that beat Michael Chandler, Paddy should be over Charles either way. Okay? And I've never been the biggest fan of Charles. He's overrated, he's overloved, he's a good guy, but he's just Belal deserves his treatment. Look at this, my king, right? No, I'm just joking, but I'm trolling, but I'm honestly my first video is just me freaking hating on freaking Charles. No, screw this guy. No, screw Dana White, and we're getting Sean O'Malley versus Marab. Nobody wanted to see that. I'm all over the place right now. There's so many things I could say, but I'm just keeping it strictly off what was impacted from last night's results. Okay. We should have seen Ilia versus Armin versus Islam, or Islam. Wait, did I just say Armin versus Ilia? I don't. We should have seen Armin, Islam, and Ilia fight. Any of those three fighting any of the others, that would have been good. Any of those three fighting one another is good. We don't want to see Charles in there. We wanted to see Charles fight Paddy. I want to see Paddy take that next step up because he fought amazing against Michael Chandler. He earned my respect. He earned my respect. my friends we were at B-Dubs, and my friends were literally like, you said you were gonna give him his respect if he beat him. That was an amazing fight. That was beautiful from Patty. And we wanted to see Charles versus Patty. JDM could have waited. Shavkat is still in line. I think Ian Gary deserves a shot. The winner of Joaquin Buckley versus Usman deserves. Well, I'm not too sure. If Usman wins, he doesn't deserve the shot. If Buckley wins, he gets the shot. Okay. I think Usman needs 2 more wins. Or possibly the winner of Buckley and Usman fights Ian Gary. Shavkat gets the next shot. I don't know. That whole division is a mess. Okay, I need to make a video about that. But screw Charles Oliveira. If you never existed, then we would have had freaking Justin Gaethje fighting Ilia, right? Dude, I'll take Dustin Poirier versus Ilia. I'll do it. I'm pissed off. All right, here we go. The lightweight. Here, let me. UFC. Can I just go to the UFC? Hold on, chat. See, it's tapped in. UFC tonight. Let me see. Let me look at these rankings. I'm gonna do some quick matchmaking here. Oh, that's the pound for pound. Like, dude, Armin is the #1. He should have fought this, man. If Max beats Dustin, okay, I think he gets the next title shot. I think Ilia's going to win. Dude, Loki Max versus Ilia though would be crazy at lightweight. I don't know. I don't think anybody would want. I would want to. I don't know if I would want to see that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But those are my thoughts. I'm getting tired. I'm pissed off. Those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys agree, and if not, then comment down below what you disagree on. Call me a casual, a novice MMA. Yeah, peace out. Love you guys.